Upside Tattoo was created because I just wanted to have a different experience, not only for the artists, but for the clients. I've worked at several different shops. I've tattooed clients at tattoo conventions. I've tattooed them at my house. And I think that was the conception of it. I tattooed one really good client at my house, and I just loved the feeling of it being at home. My client had a really great time. He was able to sleep there, like on his tattoo bed, and just take this painful experience and make it enjoyable, make it relaxing. And then from there, I just figured, how could we turn that into what this is today? So one of our major slogans is welcome home. That's exactly the feeling that we want to give you when you come into here. And when clients come in, it's not a transactional type of tattoo experience. It's a relational one where we're going to greet you, we're going to honor you, we're going to respect you, we're going to give you the time and day that you need to go through this very personal, transformative experience that I feel like is not really being respected at other tattoo shops. We're only open 4 days a week to start. You know, that's from Tuesdays to Friday. And the main reason for that is we want to be here together as a shop, as a team, like on the same days. We want to have the same days off together to be able to hang out. And what that allows us to do is really create that connection between all the clients and all the artists. We also have the same start time. Like we take one client per day, they come in at 10:30, and when we come in at 10:30, it gives us that time to settle down, unwind, relax. And then we always start our day with a little bit of breath work and a gratitude share. That, as I think, is one of the major differences between Upside Tattoo and other tattoo shops, where tattooing has typically always been a very painful experience. You're nervous, you're excited, you're anxious, you're not sure what to expect. You may be meeting your artist for the first time, but when you come here and you do this breath work together as a group, you do this gratitude share, you leave all that negative energy behind, you leave the anxiousness, you get to know each other, you build this relationship with the different artists and clients that are within the space, that now you feel relaxed, ready to go through this transformation in a room full of people that you're more comfortable with, that you trust, that you like a little bit more. And from that, it starts to open up the relationship between client and artist, client to client, that is not typically happening at other tattoo shops. Artists are popping in at different hours of the day, clients aren't speaking to each other, so it just ends up being more like a business where people are just coming and going rather than we're having a gathering every day. People are coming to our house, you're welcomed into our home, and you're part of family while you're here within the space. The culture that we're creating at Upside is really to place the tattoo experience on the client, to make it a completely client-centric experience. It's the reason why we don't have any TVs or any artwork on the wall. There's no distractions because we want the focus to always be on the client. That, I think, is a major culture shift in tattooing, whereas in other tattoo shops or just the culture in general, it's artist-centric. It's about the artist's ego, it's about their work, it's about what they're doing, what their trophies are, what their accolades are. None of that matters in here. What matters is that you show up as your best self as an artist, that you show up prepared, ready to be able to give your client the best work possible, the best experience possible. And it's not really possible with just the artist. It has to come from a place of everyone is doing this together. It comes from the help of the assistant, from the people who are working within the shop. It comes to how we cater lunch, how we take care of clients through the consultation process and how they get checked out. All those things matter, and if an artist is just doing it by themselves, for themselves, it ends up being a very empty experience that's just based on the artist and their work, and the client is left out of that experience as an entire piece to the experience. So as artists, if we're so client-centric, if we're so client-focused, why don't we do our own consultations? Why are we by appointment only? Why can't you just walk through this door? And it's because that the clients who have gone through the consultation process, who have waited, who've made their appointments, when they come into the space, we have to give them our undivided attention. It's part of our system. It's part of the way that we work, that we have a dedicated consultant that answers your questions from the moment you send an inquiry in, to your design process, to the consultation and the creative call, to your appointment setting, to the deposit processing. There is somebody who is there to answer your question every step of the way. And when it comes time for you to walk through these doors, we're able to give you our full undivided attention so that you can have the experience that you deserve, so that you're having a session that's uninterrupted. If you're looking to make an appointment, send an email over to hello@upside.tattoo and make sure you include all of your ideas. If you have any reference photos, and make sure you send the photos of where you'd like to get tattooed. We'll be able to get back to you with all the information that you need. We'll work with the artist to make sure that your ideas are brought to life. And once you make that appointment, you get to have this creative call with your artist. The creative call is where you and artist meet and you get to go over all of your ideas, your placements, your concerns, and we're able to make sure that you're reassured that we're going to give you the design that you want on the day of your appointment. At Upside Tattoo, we only do one client per day. And the reason why is that gives us the full time of day to work on your project without any interruptions. So typically clients come in at 10:30. There's this little buffer window where we just allow you to kind of settle into your space, get comfortable, get to meet the artist, see your design. And at 11 o'clock, we work through our breath work and our gratitude share. And from then until about 7 or 8 o'clock, that's where your tattoo time begins and ends. If the artist needs to stay a little bit later to work through your design, we're able to do that as well. Every tattoo that we create for every client is going to be personalized and customized just for you. So with that, when you make an appointment, you're selecting your artist based off of their portfolio, the body of work that they're doing, and you trust that their design is going to match your aesthetic. From there, the artist goes through a creative process where after having all the information that is needed and receiving photos of the areas that you want to get tattooed, they're able to take the time from your appointment up until the day that you get tattooed to work on your design. Once you come in on the day of your appointment, you get to see the design, and that's where we begin the creative process of applying the tattoo on for you. When you get tattooed, it's a very personal experience where you're going through a physical transformation. With that, we ask that you come by yourself so that you have the time and the energy to connect with your artist when it comes to the design, and you don't bring any plus ones. This leaves you fully accountable and leaves you fully responsible for the decision that you make in owning the transformation that's about to take place. Getting tattooed is a collaborative experience, and we believe that the perfect alignment between Upside Tattoo and our clients are the ones that allow us full creative freedom and the ability to allow us the free range to create the designs that are going to match your ideas and brings out your full expression onto your physical representation. Every time you get your tattoo completed here, we'll leave you with a full care package, and that includes the tattoo aftercare. It's going to include your soap, your ointment, your lotion, and any other goodies that comes with it. We're so excited to be able to go through this next transformation process with you. We're looking forward to creating together.